Hi guys. Okay. Don't normally do this, but I thought I would because this is a bit of a different pack walk. So as you know, we do our pack walks once a month in lots of different areas, and then 2 or 3 times a year, depending whether we can all get together, we do a big team pack walk, which actually you wouldn't believe how hard that is to organise, to try and get a day when everybody's free, and obviously we all live quite far apart, so you know, it can be hard to find a location that everyone can get to, and even if we do, somebody's gonna have to be doing a really big drive, so yeah, it's actually our big team pack walks are quite special because they're very hard to organise, and because there's normally all of us there, occasionally we have a couple that maybe can't make it, but obviously because of that, it means that there is realistically no real numbers limit on how many people we can have, because if it's just one of us doing a pack walk on our own, we don't want to have, you know, 25 people because it's just too many for one person. But obviously if there's going to be 8 of us, then yeah, we can have loads of people. So that's what tends to happen. And we open this one, when we do the team ones, we open them up to the general public, which, as you know, our pack walks are generally customers only, but the team ones, we say customers, new people, anybody, come and meet us, come and get to know about us, ask any questions you like, and have a nice walk at the same time with your dog. So they are quite special, they're quite unique. We never really know what we're gonna get there. Obviously a lot of the people that come are our lovely customers, because we have a lot of customers that, you know, religiously come to every pack walk, which is fantastic. You know, we love it when people are that committed, and a lot of the time they're coming even though their dog is basically completely sorted, but they just come, excuse me, they come because they really enjoy it and they like to catch up with us, and yeah, it's just fab. So there'll be quite a concentration of regulars and lovely customers that we see a lot anyway, but I'm sure there will be new people. We normally bump into people whilst we're there, obviously, because it's we're quite a big crowd, all with our Natural Balance t-shirts on, and it normally attracts a bit of attention, so sometimes people even join in whilst we're walking. So it's normally a lot of fun, but like I say, because we never know what we're getting, sometimes someone can turn up with a dog that really needs a lot of help, that won't stop barking, or, you know, is a real problem, and obviously we need to be able to help that situation so that we don't have too much of a crazy walk. So they're very interesting, they're lots of fun, customers love it. I always think it's nice as well for customers to meet each other, you know, they're all doing the same things in terms of wanting to help their dog, and they're on the same road. I don't mean same methods, because they'll all have different issues, but they're all on the same journey together, and it's really nice. And you can, I mean, we've had quite a few customers who've actually made really close friends with each other through their dog training. So yeah, oh, I've still got a bit of a cold. Anyway, looking forward to it. It's not a particularly nice day at the moment. It's a bit overcast and it's forecast showers, but it's not freezing. It's not going to chuck it down. The dogs won't care. They'll have a great time. So yeah, it's going to be nice, and it's better that it's like this than it's too hot and we have to cancel it, because that has happened in the past, sadly, which is why we decided to do it a bit earlier this year to avoid having to cancel if it gets too hot. So good time of year to be doing it. We don't normally have any horrific wintry weather, and it's not too hot either, so who cares if we get a little bit of rain? It'll all be good fun. So yeah, we always take loads of videos and pictures of this, so there will be loads of that, I would imagine, on Facebook and Insta and everything, as well as this. But I just thought it would be nice to share something a little bit different, because not every day is going to a single person's house and doing behaviour work. Some days we are doing fun stuff like this as well. So yeah, just thought it would be good to put something up that's a bit different. So I will fill you in afterwards, see how it all goes, how much fun we have. So yeah, I will talk to you then.
Okay, break your dogs away and then give them some love, because right, break them away, guys, and give them loads of love for that. He's running a lot, isn't he?
I'm surprised she's not done one, but it's huge and I'm glad it's don't need to struggle with that, and
Hi guys, so that went really well, really lovely pack walk. I think it was pretty much all existing customers, which was nice. I think we might have had one or two that were new people, but mostly it was people that knew us already. I didn't know all of them, because there was only a couple that were my customers, and then obviously my other trainers were there, and a lot of people that I hadn't actually met, that I would have spoken to on the phone but hadn't actually done the session with myself. So yeah, it was lovely to meet lots of people and put faces to names, and faces of dogs to names as well. And yeah, it went really, really well. We had an awful lot of dogs there that were reactive, well, previously reactive, that you know, came to us because of dog reactivity issues or people reactivity issues. Considering that, and considering it was a lot of dogs, they were incredible. We hardly had any barking. Obviously we had a couple of moments of bits of barking, but considering it was an hour and it was a big group, absolutely phenomenal. And some really big breakthroughs with some of them as well. Certainly my big shepherd Aria actually sniffed some dogs for the first time and got incredibly close, and was, you know, happy to be sniffing them. Obviously a little bit wary, but yeah, some phenomenal breakthroughs like that, you know, where you've got the owners going, oh my god, this has never happened before, this is amazing, which is what we live for as dog trainers. You know, those breakthrough moments where you've got the owner just going, I can't believe this is happening, this is incredible. So yeah, really, really lovely walk. We did some great reactivity walk. We did a bit of obedience work at the end. And what was quite interesting about that is a lot of people going, oh, my dog can do this really well at home, but out here, I've not got the focus, they're not listening. And that's one of the reasons that we do the pack walks and that we think they're so important, is because that's quite normal. And the main reason that happens is it's going to be hard if you've got a nervous dog when they're around other dogs, but also a big part of it is very simply that most people do all of their training with their dogs at home. And then when they're out on a walk, they just want to walk, enjoy the walk, let their dog off, let it have a run, let it have a sniff, just, and they're not thinking, actually, if I want my dog to be focused and to always listen to me, I've got to actually condition that. Yeah, it's not just going to magically happen. So just because your dog loves its treats in the house, always focuses really well and does lovely training and listens and wants to come and do all its sits and downs, you go out on a walk, and unless you actually practice all of that stuff on a walk outside where there are smells and birds and rabbits and squirrels and other dogs and people and children and noise, all of those other things that they are then bombarded with that are going to distract them, if you don't actually make a point of practicing keeping your dog focused and doing their training exercises in a distracted environment, then no, they're not going to do that. They're not going to listen. Suddenly that lovely sit weight you taught them at home, which is perfect, you're getting nothing on a walk. And that's just purely because it's not been done in that environment enough. And what we tend to find is that people, they get their puppy and they do all this lovely training at home, and then the walk is just a walk. And it's always been fascinating to me because obviously of what I do, I have always, I've had a lot of rescues and I've had 2 puppies, and I have always done the vast majority of my obedience work on their walks. 2 reasons for that. One, as a trainer, I know that it's really important to do it on the walks, because that gives you that focus that you need to be safe on a walk. 2, time. I'm a busy person, and for me to go, right, I need to spend an hour today doing training with my dog, I haven't got time to take an hour out of my busy day to work my dog for an hour. Even if I'm breaking that up into little chunks, which is obviously the best way, I still don't have an hour just out of nowhere to do stuff with my dog. And because of that, I have always gone, well, I'm walking my dog for 45 minutes anyway, let's do the training now, and then I don't need to spend extra time that I don't have doing training that I know is important. And that way, because I've always done the majority of my training, even learning completely new things, I've done it on the walks. And because of that, and because I have done that from day one, so first ever walk with a puppy, first ever walk with a rescue dog, that walk will be loads of training. It'll be heel work training on lead, heel work training off lead or with a long line, sit, down, wait, stay, everything that I am training, especially those basics, I've always done it on my walks. And because of that, my dogs have always had great recall, been really focused, wanted to stay with me, all the things that everybody wants from a dog on a walk. I have had that very quickly. Not instantly, obviously, especially with the rescues, pretty instantly with the puppies, I must say, until Puck, for those of you that know my Frenchie, until his hormones kicked in and his chase drive went insane, and then I had to work really hard on that. But certainly when they were puppies, because their first ever walk was not about, oh, let's just let them do their own thing and sniff and get used to it. There was a bit of that, but mostly it was, right, no, we're going to walk to heel, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, look at me, let's come and have a treat and do a sit and a down and all of that. And they love it. They really, really love it. It's not that we are restricting their freedom and not allowing them to have a good time, because they have a good time doing the training. They love it. And they still get freedom. I don't work them solidly for an entire 45 minutes, but they are constantly bit of freedom, sniffs, brilliant, right, now come back, let's do a couple of exercises, right, off you go, sniff again, let's come back, let's do a couple more exercises. And that's how I've always done my walks. And because of that, it has made my life and the dog's life so much easier and so much better, because then you do get this lovely focus on walks. They're not getting distracted by everything, because they'd actually much rather hang out with you and do their fun training work, which they love. So that was really interesting today, that the dogs were doing great with their reactivity work. We were getting some really good neutrality, but towards the end, when I then said, right, let's stop and do some training exercises and some obedience work, that's when things went a little bit pear-shaped. Not with everybody, some of them did that perfectly, but I'd say most of them were then struggling because they clearly weren't that used to doing it in that sort of environment with loads of distractions. Now, obviously I don't expect people to be perfect with that, but it is something that we want to do on the pack walks a lot, because it's just encouraging people, look, yeah, this has gone pear-shaped and the dog's not focused, but if you do this twice a day, every day on your walks and make a point of it, it's just going to get better and better and better, because the dog's going to get conditioned. Actually, this walk isn't just a free-for-all. I need to actually do some training. I need to listen to my owner, and if I do those things, it's going to be great fun, and I'm going to get treats or my ball thrown or whatever you're using as their reward. So yeah, anyway, probably went on a bit of an aside then, but it was a really, really great pack walk. Wonderful for all of us to see the team, because like I say, it's hard for us to get together regularly because we live so far apart. So that was really, really lovely as well. Nice team meet, lovely walk with all the dogs, who behaved beautifully considering how much work we've had to put in with some of them, and their owners have just been incredible and clearly worked so hard to get them to the point where they're able to come to walk. I mean, there were so many people on that walk today that before they saw us never thought in a million years that their dog would be able to come to an event like that. So again, like I say, that's what we live for, to see those incredible changes. So yeah, absolutely fantastic, really lovely day. And crikey, the weather, no showers, ended up lovely and sunny, and yeah, it couldn't have been better really. So yeah, fantastic day. And I'm hoping you liked the something a bit different for a change. And I will see you next time, when it probably will be another one-to-one and focus on one dog. But I will do this again next time we have a big walk as well.